When I woke up this morning, I woke up around 7 and the sun was already like out and wanting to fight people. So I just wasn't interested. Like, I don't want no beef. I don't want no problems. I am making this video because I kind of want to do a summary of, I have a month's long of solo dates that I did. Even though it's been like almost 2 months, I don't do solo dates every weekend, and I will explain that. I want to go over some pros and cons, what works, what doesn't work, what I need to improve on, and where I need to adjust, because my chapter 1 video in regards to my goals of having all these solo dates every single weekend is just not probable. It's not possible with my schedule. I have kids. I have things to do, and honestly, sometimes I just need to, as my most recent ex explains, I need to implode, meaning when I have my anxiety, when my social anxiety meter is too high, I need to come home and I need to just not be bothered and not be messed with, and to be alone with my own thoughts, or just doing what I want to do without it always being content or having to leave the house, because I am a 100% bona fide introvert. I like my alone time. I value my alone time. I thrive in my alone time, and my social battery needs to recharge. So, first solo date I went on was the poetry reading. It was around a lot of people. I did have an anxiety attack afterwards, or yes, I had an anxiety attack afterwards, and I just needed time for myself. It was good. I loved it. It was inexpensive. That one, if I'm not mistaken, it only cost me like $9. I don't remember. My memory is bad. It could be just, me gardening, or not. I don't know. Second date was Soconomics, which was that workout class. Very, very good. Definitely will be doing that again, which there is a Soconomics class today. But seeing how it's August, when I woke up this morning, I woke up around 7 and the sun was already like out and wanting to fight people. So I just wasn't interested. Like, I don't want no beef. I don't want no problems. I will come back to Soconomics when the weather isn't so angry. So leaving that alone. Soconomics was $35 to go. Rewind. The poetry reading, it did cost me $50, and I think that's by choice. I just mentally got to get it together because I did buy that plant. I totally forgot. I just remembered that I bought that plant. I'm sorry to go backwards. Anyway, Soconomics, I'm not in the best shape of my life. I'm not in the best shape of my life, or at all, nowhere near in any type of shape to go out there in the middle of the summer and bust my ass, or, get down in the heat. I'm not interested, because the last time, I think it only got like 75, and I almost had a panic attack because I was so out of breath and hot, and I couldn't even think straight. I could barely drive home or even make a video on that day. So I definitely wasn't going to go out there in 85 to 90 degree heat at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not interested, and I know that's not much for a huge chunk of people, but I don't fucking care. I'm doing it for me. The third date was the Black Flea Market. That only cost me $12 to go, but it cost money to park, which was $20, and food. So I totally went over my budget for that one as well. So far Soconomics is the only one that I've kind of been within my budget. But at the same time, if I'm only supposed to be spending $100 a month, I've already hit that, So the Black Flea Market, fantastic. I did meet up with friends there, but definitely will be doing that again. This time around, maybe I won't pay for the parking, and maybe I can just find street parking and just pay the $12 fee to go in. Maybe just buy a ticket super early so that you can find good parking, and get going there, not stay all day because it's outdoors. It also being hot, I'm realizing that it's going to be a problem. I have an issue with heat. I do not like the heat. So but I need to get used to it. But the Black Flea Market was good. Got to see Lizzo perform. Got to see some friends. Got to go to a pool party and meet new people, and celebrate Pride. And the solo date to the movies. Although that was a failure, I definitely went over my budget because my kids found out that I was going to the movies to see Superman, and they all decided to tag along with me, which, that definitely put me over the $100 threshold. And that solo date by itself. Sorry, told you, I yawned. I'm just gonna be yawning. And then my last solo date was the herbal Chinese doctor. The 10-day regimen cost me $100. It was, expensive, way over my budget. So I need to recalibrate. I need to recalibrate and see where I could save money. I need to officially get out of my comfort zone instead of doing things that I actually want to do. The things I want to do, especially here in LA, cost money, whether it be gas, or whether it be entrance fee, or the product that I want to buy. It's either I cannot budge on the $100. I can't budge on that because I need to be able to save money so that I can solo travel. If I'm spending all this money doing solo dates, it doesn't make sense if I want to solo travel and I don't have any money to do so. So I cannot budge on the $100. Also, downside, I cannot do, as I mentioned earlier, I cannot do it every single weekend. I did one of my solo dates on a Sunday and it totally fucked up my whole schedule. Sundays, if I worked from home, it's one thing, but Sundays, I like downtime. Sundays I like to downtime and I like to do laundry. I could not do that on if I'm doing an event or I'm doing a solo date, it's extremely hard to do it on Sundays. Just things are expensive. I can't do it every weekend. I want to be able to spend time with my kids, and those are kind of the only days that they don't have school or some type of practice, so I can't do it every weekend. So I need to back to the drawing board. But so far they've been fun. I've got to meet new people. I will be posting another video maybe next weekend when I have the time, regarding the most recent solo date that I went on. And then I am this thing totally cut me off. I ran out of memory, so I don't even know where it ended. I was actually wrapping up the video. So I need to find things that are cheap. I need to find things that are fairly close and not super far, that I'm spending all this money on gas. I need to actually get out of my comfort zone. But I am gonna go. Kids outside, they're just loud by the fucking pool. So I'm gonna take a nap and goodbye.